Okay, welcome to the first edition of Table Talk. I've got James and Jacob with me. We want to talk today about the way the motor trade's changed post-COVID and the different ways we now sell cars at the end of the day or take your inquiries. Gone are the days where you have to come into the showroom. COVID's finished that, but now there might be other things, like you've got busy lives and don't have the time to come in and see us. And there's different ways we can communicate with you and show you through the process of buying a car. And we'll start with one with Jacob, because they will still use the telephone, guys, yeah?
Oh yes, we do.
Still use telephone, and still use email, all those old-fashioned things. Jacob handled an inquiry recently on Zoom. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, of course. So the customer inquired, she'd actually broken her leg, so she couldn't get into the dealership straight away, but she wanted to start looking while she was sat on the sofa doing nothing at a new vehicle. So we set up a Zoom call for later in the day after she initially rang the dealership to make her first inquiry, and we connected via my computer and her computer and did a bit of an introduction. I then transferred to my phone, showed her around the car, did a good walk around.
So you went outside, complete view,
Yep.
as if you would the customers on the forecourt?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
So I went around the car, answered any questions she had, then we talked about funding options, went back into the showroom, sat down at my desk and then transferred back onto my computer, shared my screen with her so that she could actually see the finance quotation that we were running through. So she could ask any questions again.
So just like she was sitting in front of you,
Absolutely.
exactly the same as you were doing in the showroom.
Absolutely.
So that's one easy way of us doing the complete process that we'd normally do in the showroom. Okay, I know you've had similar instances, we won't go over another one. Okay. Another thing is, if you don't want to sit down on a computer and you want to look around a car, using BombBomb still?
Using BombBomb still, very good little platform, yeah.
So what do you do with that?
Well, simply BombBomb is a platform for being able to create a video and send it to the customer in its simplest terms.
So it's not a big weighty file we send you, it's actually just a link to a video we're hosting on a car you want to look at. And also, once you've spoken to James or Jacob or Jeff, you can say, I'm particularly interested in this, and you can go over it in the video.
That's we made sure on the bit you're interested. Also, the BombBomb video, you can watch the video yourself as many times as you like.
Okay. So we've got the old ways of doing things. We've also still got the website, but we've got something new on the website that came in during COVID, when no one was allowed to visit the showroom. So not that you might not have time now because you couldn't come in, is we've put a reserve button on all our used cars where you can actually press a button, leave a deposit to hold the car, and then what happens?
Well, the deposit is refundable, isn't it? You don't have to,
No.
It's not cast in stone.
No, so you can get it back, but also it's with the flexibility of different ways of contacting, the guys can then speak to you once you've left the deposit and go whichever route you want to go down. The other thing we've changed a bit with test drives is you don't even have to come in for a test drive these days, is we can come to you.
Indeed, yeah, which we've done many times.
Yeah.
So we can bring it out to the house. If we wanted to not come in and we've done everything on Zoom to go through finance options, we can bring the car out, show you around, take you on a test drive, and do that from your own drive and drive on familiar roads.
Indeed.
Okay. Anything I've missed, guys?
Or you've got the ability to do a finance quote yourself.
Oh, okay.
Which is superb.
Yeah. So on the used car, sales and stuff, it's a rating, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you essentially choose the car that you fancy, you scroll down the screen, you can change your deposit as well, because it puts in a nominal deposit that it's worked out itself. You can put in what you're happy with, what term you'd like to borrow the money over, how many miles per year you're doing, and it also asks how you feel your credit rating is from excellent to very poor, and that will impact on the rate and produce a valid payment for you. Very useful tool.
So once you've done that quotation, the guys are still happy to do quotations for you, by the way.
Of course. Yeah.
So what happens with documents if a customer doesn't want to come in? So your distance
sort of
selling now.
electronically signing and things like that.
Well, and proposing now as well,
Yeah,
isn't
indeed.
it? So,
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, the deal can be sent direct to the customer. You may have looked at a car online, you've had the Zoom meeting, you've had a virtual demonstration or a real demonstration. Rather than coming in to do a finance proposal using one of our computers on the desk, you could just propose yourself at home. Just put in all your details, bank details, employment details, so on and so forth. Go straight to the finance company. Once it's accepted, you can then e-sign your documents from the comfort of your sofa at home. No messing.
And they come and pick it up.
And they come and pick
deliver it
up,
to you.
or we can deliver it to you.
Yeah. The other thing that we haven't mentioned actually is the web chat on the website as well.
Oh yeah.
right, yeah.
So instead of having to come in or pick up the phone even, you can just go on our website. There's a little drop down that comes on the landing page which you'll see, and it says you can either text or chat to us.
Chat, yeah.
And myself, James, Ian or Jeff will pick the chat notification up from our phones or our computers. We can access the chat, speak to you live there and then. Alternatively, you can text us and we can then reply and text back, so you don't even need to pick up the phone, come in or email us.
So although they're all lovely guys, you know, you don't even have to speak to them these days to ask them a question. Okay, well I think that just about covers it. So it's not like it's used to be. You don't have to come in the showroom. We're here to help you whichever way you want to be helped, and hopefully lead to the conclusion of finding you the right car.
Oh indeed, yeah.
Indeed.
Thanks very much for watching.